Hey, brother, what's up?
Man, number two of a rack and stack. You gotta love it.
Yeah, I know. The rack and stack. It makes me think of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I don't know why that is. Maybe that should become a secondary logo or something for us. What do you think? And I'm kind of banging their little.
Maybe it's because every time you see me, you want to punch me in the face.
Well, that's true too. I wasn't going to say that, but possibly. But anyway, so the first one we did today we was semi-industry because it's a lady that we met or I met at the NFBA show in Knoxville, Lisa Ryan, and now we're really diving back into the industry. With somebody who's become a great friend over the years, Josh Nowlin, the all-knowing Josh Nowlin, as he likes to be referred to since about 3 minutes ago, and but he's also he's got a lot of hats on today. He's the director of sales for Burroughs Post Frame Supply, which is a big post frame supply company. He's also the vice president currently of the National Frame Builders Association, which also makes him president elect, which is even a bigger name, right? In a year and a half, he'll take over the helm at the very top. And just a great guy, and he also co-hosts a podcast called Post Frame 360. And I was watching that one day, and he had a product on there that was amazing. And we're going to talk about that a little bit on the show here, and we'll talk more about what we're doing with that. But he introduced me to that via his podcast, and I got so excited about it that I call up and ask him, where do I find the owner of this company? And I kind of need to rep this thing, and so 1 + 1 actually turned out to be 2 or 3 or 5. I don't know. It was good stuff though.
Synergy,
so
baby, you got
synergy. We had strategy earlier. Now we got synergy.
That's right. So,
I don't know what happened.
Instead of jibber jabbering, how about we just get to Josh?
Oh, that's right. He's in the green room hungry. I think he ate already, but that's okay.
All right,
let's go see him.
Okay.
Hey, brother.
Hey, I've been waiting here forever for this.
I know you have been.
Green room way too long in the green room.
Well, that's okay. Well, I had so many good things that I made up about you.
I know and that's easy to do. You make stuff up about Josh.
It is. It's like telling the truth is easy if you like to tell the truth, which I prefer, not because I'm that much of a great guy, but I can't remember anything. So the truth is always the truth, right? But when you get to spinning lies, and which I was, about how great you were and all these great things, I couldn't stop. But welcome, my man. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, Randy?
That's going great.
It's been a long time since I've been on this show.
It has been.
It's been, almost 2 years probably.
Probably because we're pushing 4 years, I think. We're pushing 300 episodes, so we're getting
awesome.
getting out there. And I know you're well into the podcast world yourself with the Post Frame 360, which I've caught a few of, and it's really post frame centric, and enjoy the show a lot.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Burroughs, and so before we get into some of these things, let's talk. Let's just talk NFBA for a minute, since we're both on the board. I'm a young little board member only. You're a big shot VP and up and coming president. So I'll be very honorable to you, sir.
You'll get your turn. I've been around a long time, and a few years ago we had that board seat open, and so I called Rand. You remember when I called you up, like, hey, would you be interested in serving the industry? Because I know you're an industry guy like me, and you're like, yes, yeah, absolutely. So that's just history. But we do a lot of good things at the NFBA. We are, as you know, an association that represents the post frame industry as a whole. And there's things the NFBA does to serve builders, engineers, manufacturers that manufacture components in the industry. And so we try to kind of have something for everybody, business owners, business workers, so on and so forth. And even now, I'm sure you've done a podcast with with Megan or some of the girls about women in post frame is a big deal now too. So,
Yes.
I mean, there's really something for everyone at the NFBA, and we continue to grow and find ways to give back to the industry. That's what we do as an association. We try to promote the industry, promote the people, give back. Just anything we can do to grow the industry as a whole. So.
Yeah, exactly, and well said, and that's why I was so thrilled when you called, and I had an opportunity to join the board. It's been an eye opening and an incredible experience, and the most important part, like you said, is I probably said yes before you finished asking, because I have an incredible desire, as do you and everybody on the board, and that's the thing that's really cool to me, and the staff. Everybody is very focused on building the industry, making the industry better, and the educationals and the things, and everybody's doing it completely for the right reason. Excuse me, which is just to make our industry we've grown up with and love better. I mean, I've got I've got 5 decades. No laughing about that age crap, because you can get in trouble with that. I'll send that to HR. I don't have any HR, but I'll find one. But so no age jokes. But I've been in this industry my whole life, and so I've been blessed to be in it, blessed to meet so many great people, and the opportunity to give back. And I would just challenge all people out there. It doesn't have to be in being involved at the level of, say, being a board member of the National Association, if you don't want, but there's other ways to be involved. There's chapters, local chapters. There's a lot of ways to just get involved in the industry, right, and give back. So that we really promote that, and I think that's a great thing.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think the board members are all listed on the website. So if you're listening to this and you're not sure about the NFBA or you're not a member, definitely hit up nfba.org and look us up, call us, any of us, ask us any questions. Randy or I, either one, would love to tell you about how you could serve the industry. And we really, it's a fairly large board, and everybody on it is really focused on the industry. We don't have and we don't want people sitting on the board just to have board member on their LinkedIn profile,
right?
So yeah, it's a great thing. All the safety initiatives, the builder initiatives. I mean, it's the association now offering scholarships to the people that want to be a part of the industry. So it's a big deal. I'm happy to be a part of it. And Joe Shemp, our current president, is just a great guy to follow. I'm sure he'll leave me in a really good position. I think a lot of Joe and learn from him every time we're together.
Yep. We are in good hands with Joe, and great hands with you coming up. So yeah, it's great stuff. And you mentioned the Builder of the Year thing. I'd be remiss not to bring that up. We made a lot of good changes to that, right? And things that allow more people to get involved at any level, whether you're the small builder or you're the multi-state 15 location 40 crew guys, right? It doesn't matter. There's a place for everybody to enter your buildings and get the recognition that that you deserve. So I would love today to anybody as in the post frame world, if you're a builder, and get that beautiful building in. Let's go. I mean, it's a great opportunity.
Our next show is in Oklahoma City, probably the furthest west we've ever been. That at least since I've been affiliated, I can't remember going that far west. Pretty excited about it. It's a new venue, new city. In the past, when we've done that, they've been very successful. We're coming off some of the largest years we've ever had, biggest show floors, etc. We've done made a lot of new changes to the ticketed entries and things of that nature. And Joe, myself, we're all all the board members were super focused on filling the aisles with quality people for our supporters and our associate members and things of that nature.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
It's looking good, man. We got a good one coming to Oklahoma City, so that's going to be that'd be my first time ever. So I may have to follow you around like a little puppy dog, because I know nothing about Oklahoma City and I don't want to get lost. So.
Well, they also are. I mean, NFBA or NFBA. Close. Take out the F. NBA champions.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's pretty cool. I'm sure there'll be all kinds of things around there. And
Yeah.
who knows, maybe we'll have a guest speaker at some point.
You never know. There'll be somebody. Probably be somebody there. Good stuff. Well, Josh, again, thank you for all you do in the industry on that. And talk before we get into, I guess, the real topic of the day, if you will. Tell us just a little bit about Burroughs, because I think we should. Everybody, if they don't know Burroughs, they should. Tell us a little bit about who you guys are.
Sure. I'm the director of sales and marketing for Burroughs Post Frame Supply. We are just a package supplier, full package supplier. We're always adding new products to what we offer, trying to bring value to our clients as far as, you know, one phone call, one purchase order, one delivery, one invoice. Just, you know, our specialty per se, we have builders of all size. We have guys that probably do a couple buildings a month, and some that are very large companies, and you know, but our specialty is the company where, you know, the owners are really, you know, like a lot of entrepreneurs, the owners are strung out. They're paying bills. They're making sure their team showed up to work that morning. They're selling the next project. They're ordering materials. And, you know, when you're in that growth mode of business in the post frame industry, you know, it's like you have a couple choices. I need to hire people. Now you're paying more people, more benefits, more people to manage, make sure they're showing up to work on time, training them, all that stuff. Or you can bring in somebody that can help take a bunch of things off your plate. And that's what we do. So we come in and we say, hey, we're going to help you grow your business. That's how we want to grow, is through you. And, you know, with that being said, it's like, hey, you do post frame. These are the products you want to do. This is how you build. We package all that together with our software. We help them go out and sell the buildings through our software. Then we can just button click, order the product, you know, the projects, and ship them out. And, you know, historically, Burroughs has been known as a supplier that moves pretty quickly. So lead times are short. You know, the pricing is fair. And, you know, over the last several years, we've been focused on bringing quality products and value to our clients through a bunch of different initiatives. And so, yeah, my job is exciting. I do work remote, so I am working from home, but you know, I've been in an office setting before, and there's a lot to be said for the rotating door.
Yeah.
And I am able to accomplish more, I believe, but you know, it's pretty, my role is pretty exciting with Burroughs. So they're a good company. They've been exhibiting at the NFBA, and we're recently expanding into the North region. So we do some in Kansas and Missouri already, but we're going to be expanding even into northern Missouri, northern Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, more into South Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado. So yeah, that's what we do. If you're a builder out there and you're listening, give me a call.
There you go. I can tell you one thing: great company. I've known you guys for years, and I for anybody that's just catching now in the middle of this, Josh and I have become good friends over the years, and first class guy. You not only just as a guy, but as a businessman and as a sales leader, as an industry supporter, top notch, my man. So we appreciate you. So
same, Randy. You've made a huge difference in the industry so far, and you've only been on the board a few years. So looking forward to growing with you in the industry and in business. Absolutely.
You got her. So let's talk a new product, because your podcast, Post Frame 360, which by the way is very good, folks. So if you haven't caught it, catch it. It's really, really good, very industry based. But I was watching it one day, and there was this new product, and then I had to go back and rewatch it, because I'm going, I really like this thing. And it's a Ridgeline safety anchor system, right? And you guys were talking about it, and you've used them. I'm just getting started with it. I've got it available to me across the U.S. I'm going to be working a lot of shows. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. I truly believe in this product. So since you've been using it, Josh, for quite a while now, or at least a while at Burroughs, tell us a little bit about the product.
Yeah, and I think in my podcast I'd mentioned that I was at the NFBA show and trying to make my rounds, and I was talking about some of the coolest products there and what I saw that really got me excited. And the Ridgeline anchor is probably one of those. It's one of my favorite items. That been out there for a while now. It's so what I love about it. It's so easy, like it's super easy. So every post frame builder, their trusses show up to the job site. They're sitting on the ground. They are on the ground. The Ridgeline anchor, you literally put it on, bend it to the pitch of the truss, and then attach it to the truss. Not every truss. You probably just need one every 15 or 20 feet, depending on your truss centers and things of that nature. But a 30 by 40, you could get away with just a couple of them on a 30 by 40. And they attach right to the top of the truss. You hang the truss, and then your guys, are hooking onto those. And as a business owner, what I love about it is if you're a builder, you might be like, oh, my guys won't use that. I've been trying to get them to tie down for years, whatever. Well, you can use that excuse if you want. But my opinion is, as a responsible business owner, put them on there. Tell your guys, I'm putting them on there, and I would prefer you tie off to them. Right. In fact, it may be policy, tie off to them, whatever. If they don't, they don't. But what's cool about this is it stays on even after you frame the building. The framing members go inside of it. Then the metal goes inside of it. In fact, I've got one right here. It's pretty cool. Yep. So it attaches to the truss, and then your 2x4. This one's for a laid flat 2x4 purlin. And then the metal sheathing goes up under it, and then the ridge cap goes over the top of it. The only thing sticking out is this notch right here, which is what your guys are tying off to. Now, the cool part is, with that being said, is this stays on the building forever. So now your homeowner, or the husband, or is getting up on the roof to do something, do some maintenance or check something out. And now they have something to tie off to. So you don't have to worry about, your husband sliding off the roof. Or if another example, they make these for shingle roofs too. So if, hanging Christmas lights is what I think about. I'm actually going to put some on my house, because you can do that. And I'll hook off to it when I go to hang Christmas lights. But, the satellite dish guy, the solar guys, they come over and get on your roof. You can tell them, hey, there's a hook up there. I want you guys to hook off on my roof. It provides safety for the life of the structure, for you. So yeah, it was easy for me to get excited about the Ridgeline. Easy for me to talk about it. And so, when we did the podcast talking about products, I'm like, and the owner, Todd, he sent me one of these. He said, well, you'll have one for your podcast or to show people. You're so excited about it. So that's why I have that. And then, so I hear you're hooked up with Todd, and you're going to be offering these.
I am.
That's awesome.
I'm excited. I am. Yeah. And you know what is funny is listening to you talk about it. And before I go there, I want to clarify, we can also, like you said, shingle roofs. It's also good for metal roofing on a residential or whatever. Yes. It doesn't have to just be new construction. There's a flat plate, basically, that doesn't have the part that goes down the side of the truss. So you can mount this on an existing roof if you're doing a metal roof over a OSB, or you're even doing metal roof over a shingle, not doing a tear off, whatever the case may be. Yeah, there it is. So there's options, whether you're post frame builder, whether you're a metal roofer, or a combination thereof. Or as far as that, I just showed him the other day to a guy that's predominantly a shingle roofer, right? It's still safety, right? I don't care what kind of roof you're doing. And obviously in my world, I'm from the metal roofing and post frame world. So I'm a big proponent of that, but a roof's a roof. I would like you safe up there, right? And
yeah.
And So go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just say the biggest portion of roofs, Randy, it seems like out there, obviously still asphalt. Asphalt shingle still the most widely used product, as much as we like it to be metal or
Right.
whatever. But I think it's exciting to me to have an application for that, because, you know, you could drive through the new developments and you see these guys hanging off roofs all the time, very steep roofs, and they're tied off to things that they have to remove and then figure out how to shimmy off the roof. You don't have to worry about that with the anchors. So that's, you know, really awesome.
It is. And what really got me excited after watching the product on your podcast is that at the end of switching gears back to the NFPA, we put a lot of focus on safety, right? And on people having policies in place and doing the right things to make sure, because nobody, if you're a decent person at all, wants to hear about anybody going off a roof and getting hurt, whether it's a homeowner doing their own building, a DIYer, or a professional builder. And the scary thing with safety is you know, I growing up on a farm, I attribute it to a guy that I knew a million years ago that was doing some things wrong on his combine, knew better than to stick his hand in there to get it loose, but it's not going to happen. I'm going to do it real quick, right? And then he ended up without an arm, right? Yeah. It's that fast. You don't, and how many times that we would take safety for granted? It's not I talked to somebody just the other day, it was really off gear, but about the times growing up that I went into grain bins on my dad's farm and rooted around kicking trying to get the corn down. How many people get killed a year doing that stuff? They don't tie off. They don't do anything. And so my point of all that is it's easy to go, you know, you're an accountant, good shape, whatever, that's fine. I'm just going to go up and check my chimney because I think there's a leak. I'll just run up there to be fine. It's fine until you go head over butt off the roof and are paralyzed or dead or severely hurt, right? So that's what I really was exciting to me is I like the idea. I like products. I like things to sell. That's what I do. But I really like the idea of bringing something that helps the industry just do it a little bit better. And that's what I think this does.
Yeah, I've talked to some builders about it, and they're, you know, the ones that aren't using it, some of the questions or some of the things I've heard talking with you and Wes, what do you wish people would ask? Well, this is kind of one of those, right? Like,
okay, we got the SAQ out of the way early.
should ask questions, but one of the things that I recall when I was a youngster and I was actually learning how to build buildings is, you know, the company I worked for, and I'm not going to say the name of them, but safety wasn't a huge priority. So I remember on my first or second day on the job, and if you're listening to this and you've built a building, you'll know what I'm getting ready to say, is that the trusses were set and there were a few purlins on, and my first day on the job, we were running purlins. And so, you know, it's like, okay, get up there, you know, and you get up there and you're like, how do you get out onto this truss? How do you shimmy out there? And then you shimmy up the truss and you're literally tied off to nothing. And, you know, you're standing up on top of these things and you're walking up them, and I'm 22 years old or whatever at the time. And I look back on it and I really thank God that I'm still here today, because there are so many times that I was doing risky business like that. And it's like, why didn't that company enforce safety, you know, and force us to tie off, you know? And so when I say be a responsible owner, I'm saying be a responsible owner. Tell them, give them the harness, put these on the building. And I'll tell you, you know, I think where I was going with this is these brackets aren't that expensive. Right. They're really not. And somebody was saying, well, how I've already sold, you know, we're selling these buildings and we're going to buy these if I buy a pallet of these, it's going to cost X. And then I'm going to put it on. I said, guys, it's not a cost. Yes. After the fact, it's a cost, but why wouldn't you just build it into the price?
Right.
So a 40-foot building, throw 2 or 3 in. A 60-foot long building, throw 3 or 4 in. a couple $100 into the job, and you're providing safety for your business, your employees, your customers, as long
Right.
as that building's standing with your name on the end of that gable,
Right.
right?
Yep.
So
And from a
roll it in.
sales standpoint, which is where we're both from, Josh, it's just one more. Where I say I don't sell buildings, I sell components, but we're always looking for that reason to set ourselves apart. Well, if you're using these, that's just one more small, but I don't think it's as small as somebody may think. I'm keeping my people safe on your building. They're not going to fall off and get hurt because of not following some safety procedures. I'm leaving it here for you down the road. This is just one more of the reasons that you could build into your sales talk, if you will, at the table with mom and pop one evening over a coffee, right? Of why you should buy this building for me. Not the only reason in the world, obviously, but it's all incremental, right? You've got your stuff. I do this and I do this and I do this and I do this. And oh, by the way, we take care of our people. We care about our own people, and we care about you, because we don't want you 12 years from now falling off our building. So we're going to put these up here and leave them for you. So it is a sales tool. It's something you can market, not just a cost you just stick up there, and not just a thing that you do because it's the right thing, which ought to be enough in itself. But there is the marketability of this as well, my opinion.
Absolutely. So I'm sure Todd is excited to have you repping.
Well, I hope so. I mean, he sent me a star and a flaming thing or something emoji about something, because I was telling him that we got the construction roll forming show coming up in a couple of weeks in Dayton, Ohio, and I'll be there for a lot of different things going on, and Howard was able to secure a booth at the show. So We're going to have some banners up, have some samples, have some literature. We're actually going to be at booth 110. So if whoever's listening, write that down. Because if you don't come see me, I'll come find you, because at close to 50 years, who am I lying? I'm old. 50 years in this industry, I know everybody. So if I don't see you at the booth, I'm going to come find you. So there you go. But come see me at the booth. I'll be around. If I'm not there, just call me on my cell phone. Y'all got it. Text me, look for me. But at booth 110 in Dayton, and we're going to have it on display there. And I can't wait to, I'm presenting it to a lot of people already. I can't control myself. I'm getting up way earlier tomorrow morning to meet, to go 2 hours to be at a contractor, standing seam contractor, to show their crew, because he says, can you come in early so my crews can see it? I said, sure, what time's early? He says 7 o'clock. I said, I'll be there. And then I go, oh crap, that means I got to make it 4:30. What an idiot. But I've done that before. But that's how excited about this I am. And I know it sounds semi odd as a guy that's a sales guy. It has nothing to do, and everything. It has nothing to do with just, can I make another couple bucks selling a product? That's all fun, and that's all part of what we do. But I really love the idea, back to the giving back that we talked about, with why we get involved with things like the NFBA, right? This is an opportunity to, yes, I'm going to sell it. I'm not giving it to you. But it does give back from the standpoint that maybe together we can all make these job sites a little bit safer, right? And I think that's, I hate when you hear those things about an accident, right? We've all known somebody that's got hurt pretty bad, if not worse, and avoidable. Most of them are avoidable. Most accidents on a job site are avoidable if you take the precautions. And now we're giving up people are very inexpensive, like you said. On a 40 by 60 building, the cost it's almost zero. It's so low compared to the total cost of the project, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not even a percent. It's way under that. So it's
no, they're about a third less than I thought they were when I first saw them. I'm like, oh, those got to be probably like $150, $200 a piece. Those are heavy duty steel. Yeah. They stay on forever, but no, a fraction of that. Fraction. You can buy 3 of them probably for that.
Pretty doggone right. But we didn't give any pricing, did we?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. But you might read into that, folks. It's right in that ballpark. So come see me at the in Dayton at the convention center. I'll be there all week, and make sure we talk about these. See them, touch them, hold them, feel them, and you can even I guess you could, taste it if you want, but that's just weird. I'll have to ask you to leave my booth.
Maybe buy one. Maybe buy 100 of them.
Yeah,
Whatever.
buy 100.
Randy.
Buy 100. Buy 200. Buy 1,000.
Yeah, help Randy out.
Yes, I need the help.
I should change my name on here from Josh to hashtag help Randy out.
I like that. I'm all for hashtags to help me. Let's do it. Well, Josh,
this has been fun.
It has been fun, and I appreciate so much all you've done, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple. I think I'll probably see you next week at the hashtag Randy help Randy. I love it. Oh yeah, that's going. I'm posting that all over social media. That's going to be the newest, hottest hashtag ever. But right. And we're going to be together in Galveston, Texas, talking about the NFBA, doing a little circle back together for the summer, fall, whatever you want to call it, board meeting. And we got a lot of great things to discuss. We're going to come out of that meeting with some great new guidance, great new things to just make the industry continue to grow.
Yep, excited to see you there. It'll be here before you know it.
That's right around the corner, buddy. All right, man. Thank you so much, Josh. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, before we go, will you be a guest on my podcast, Post Frame 360, at some point?
I can't believe you asked. Really?
Yeah,
I would love to.
Maybe we can talk all things Randy. Who knows? I don't know.
We could.
We could talk about asphalt and algorithms, whatever you want to talk about.
You mean that right there? I never miss a chance. Right there. You might have one of those.
I do.
I don't know.
I'd have to stand up to grab it. I think.
That's
no,
right.
wait.
Oh, look at
you. I don't want to make a mess.
Don't make a mess. That's all right. I know you got it.
It's right here.
I know you have it because I sent it to you. I know you have it
because
I
appreciate it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, beautiful. Well, all things Randy, hashtag all things. I like that. Yes. But anyways, it would be an honor to be on your podcast. It's a great one. And
okay.
Until we catch up just a few days, buddy, we'll see you then.
Take care. See you.
Thanks. Appreciate you. Cheers. All right. Josh Nowlin, the all-knowing Josh Nowlin, NFBA VP, President-elect, Director of Sales at Burroughs, great company. Check them out if you're in any of their service areas. Really, really good people. And this Ridgeline product, the real deal. See me at the Construction Roll Forming Show in Dayton, October 1 and 2. I'll be there with a booth along with some of my other manufacturers. And but don't wait till then. You can call me, text me, email me. I just put a new box out front, so carrier pigeons are coming on a regular basis. So whatever you do, get a hold of me. Let's talk about them. Let's talk all things post frame, metal roofing, and whatever else. Until the next time, remember to live it, love it, own it. Do what I'm doing right now. Love it. Loving what I do and doing what I love. I almost forgot what I was doing. And go make today your best day ever. Till tomorrow. Cheers.